Hello everyone, vinyl community and whoever else is watching. This will be a very short video. I felt like making one just to do it. I got a few albums to show and an item. We've having that storm up the coast here, and we got a lot of rain today off and on, and some wind, so I haven't been keeping track on the Weather Bureau of where the storm is at or stuff like that, but you know, people are in the path, be careful, you know, and we're thinking about you. Anyway, let's get down to business. I got some albums I want to show, but there's one item I brought at a garage sale for $1, and you buy an item that you had when you were, you know, a teenager growing up, and somehow it got lost or thrown away, and you come across it at a garage sale and really cheap, so you buy it, and it just brings back memories. So I'm going to show it to you, but first I want to play this video. I have to go get the camera and bring it up to the screen, and you know, I'm just one person here, so let me do that real quick. When I'm doing this, you remember Mr. Dynamite, Jimmy Walker of Good Times. Well, check this out.
My fellow music lovers, my music machines, the Panasonic take and tape that plays and records cassettes, and the Panasonic Dynamite 8 that plays 8-track cartridges. It's a blast. Their terrific colors play on batteries and electricity. But what makes the Panasonic take and tape and Dynamite 8 so right is that they both sound like dynamite!
Dynamite! Alright, and that's what I picked up. I had one when I was a teenager, and I picked this one up for $1. It has the cord. Of course, it plays with batteries. It even came with a cassette tape, which I played. Listen to this.
Specifically talking about McCullen's research. And McCullen has identified two classes of individuals, what he calls high achievers. High achievers are moderate risk takers, need immediate feedback.
Okay, so we got like a lecture there, a professor lecturing, and then on the other side of that tape is some recorded Moody Blues music. Now, I can do this. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's stop it. Review.
Need immediate feedback.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's stop. Yes, that's the way I remember it. Very lightweight, compact. You can bring it to a party. You know, you can buy your blank cassettes, record your music from albums, and you know, go to a party, be the life of the party. So I thought that was pretty neat. Mine was red, and it did okay job of recording. Not the best sound quality, but at least you're able to take your music with you. So I'm gonna mount the camera back on the tripod, and we'll look at some albums I got. Thank you for bearing with me on this. Make sure it's on there good. I hate to mess this camera up. Okay, we're back. Not a lot of large finds like I did a couple of months ago at thrift stores. You know, it's feast or famine. So it's been the latter. But I did find a few things at garage sales and yard sales. Garage sale, what's the difference? One you have in a garage, the other one you have in the yard. So I show you what I got. Went to the thrift store today after work and found these three beauties. These albums are in great condition. No splits. They look like they were taken really good care of, and the covers are in great condition along with the vinyl. Yep, good condition. And the first one, and I've brought this album back in the day when it was a hit, and I think I got a couple more, but you can't own enough Sundown Gordon Lightfoot. No wears along the edges like you find a lot of records. Just great shape cover, and that's going in plastic along with all of them. Peter Gabriel. What is this album called? Self-titled, I suppose. Came out in 1978, and it did have the track they played on the radio, Salisbury Hill. And I was listening to this today. Never heard this album, and I put it on turntable. It sounded really good. I like Peter Gabriel's music all the way up to So, and after that, his music just got kind of strange and went off into some very weird directions. But love the So album, like this album, what I've heard. And the last one I picked up today, I was not a huge fan of this band. You know, I like some of their songs they play on radio, but I picked up a couple of their vinyls throughout the years and getting a good taste. But this is a live album. I didn't know it was a live album. When I saw it, I thought it was a studio album, but the name should have gave it away. Some Enchanted Evening, Blue Oyster Cult. And I did not know this was a live album, and it has Don't Fear the Reaper. Oh, okay, this is the album that song is on, but Agent of Fortune, where Don't Fear the Reaper appeared. So this is all live. Listening, it sounds really good. You know, live, typical 70s rock. Okay, so I picked up those three. Went to a yard sale and picked up these. Everybody remembers the group The Cars, and just prior to their breakup, Benjamin Orr, their bass player, put out a solo album called The Lace. And it had a hit on it, Stay the Night. And the sticker here, which has, The Cars bassist, solo vocalist Benjamin Orr, debut solo album featuring Stay the Night, direct metal DMM mastering, whatever that means. If anybody wants to write in, but I guess it's like a process to assure the best sound quality. And what I notice is this is a promo, and it's right here to let me know that. And I looked inside, and it contains some stuff that would be in a promo album, like to radio stations. This is, it's on the Elektra label. And this is a bio sheet. Right here. Benjamin Orr. The Cars have become one of America's most appealing, easily identified bands for a number of seasons. Benjamin Orr haunting, seductive lead vocals on hits from just what I needed to recent classics drive have been consistent major factors in the car's allure. He is a voice that offers understanding, empathy, and hints at the fulfillment of one of the most treasured dreams. So you got his biography information here that the record company put out, which is pretty cool. And Benjamin Orr, his vocal contribution to the Cars, where Rick Ocasek is a good rock and roll singer, but people always felt like there wasn't the warmth to his voice that Benjamin Orr added to the Cars. So it's pretty cool to have this bio, and also this is the Boston Herald, Sunday, October 12, 1986, for MTV Orr's Glad to Be Sad, and I guess a write-up that included with the promo package. Pretty cool. I listened to the album. A lot of good songs, well produced, but I got a little, taste-wise, variety-wise, it's stuck to the formula of songs of love affairs, romance type of things, and but there's about 4 or 5 songs I could really pull off of here and put it in my rotation that are really good. But Stay the Night was the single, the hit, and of course, sadly, I think it was the early 90s we lost Ben to cancer, and the Cars recently, back in 2010, put out a album, and I have it here. It's up on the wall, so I gotta go get it. It's on display in an album frame. Move Like This. And, this is an excellent album. I mean, they haven't played since like the late 80s. And the 4 members, got together to make this album, and it sounded like one of their best albums back in the late 70s, early 80s. It's almost sounded like an album that they recorded during that period and perhaps just put it away and dragging it out now, but it's recent. And the members were talking about it, and I think Rick Ocasek said, yeah, we miss Benjamin, and some of the songs Benjamin would have really did a great job off of, but Rick Ocasek does all the vocals on this album, so highly recommended. Okay, what else we got? I never had a vinyl copy of Tommy by The Who. Now I do. The cover's is pretty beat up, and you can see here. But I got it for $1, and the vinyl, it's on the old Decca, rainbow stripe label, but the vinyl's in pretty good shape and playable, so that's why I got it. And $1, you can't go wrong, and hopefully maybe I'll find another copy with a better cover. And everyone should listen to this album in its entirety from beginning to end. So I'm happy to have that. Let me type in something here. Just give me one moment, please. We'll take the Panasonic Jimmy Walker off. And see. Oh, here we go. Herbie Mann He was a jazz flutist. They got some Wings advertisement there for Wings Over America, reissued. Pretty cool. So I haven't heard this song in a long time, and play it in the background. Anyway, Herbie Mann and the Family of Man, featuring David Newman, Sony Sharrock, Pat B. Billett, Andy Smoosen, Reggie Ferguson. Pretty cool. And oh yeah, I remember this song. 1974. Some funk from that era. Anyway, back to this album. What's interesting about it, it's a quadra disc, 4-channel disc. And quad was a format that only lasted, it had a short lifespan, sort of like digital audio tape. This one got off the ground a bit, and number of releases. And the inner sleeve has information about this format, this audio, explaining it, illustrations, text here, and the grooves, and you had to have a certain stereo system. I'm not too much of an expert, but yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, it sounds normal on my regular record player, but this particular live recording, it was recorded live at the New York Jazz Festival, with the exception of Respect Yourself. Respect Yourself recorded 72 at Montreal Jazz Festival, blah blah blah. So it's a live recording, and it has some of the popular songs of the day. Never Can Say Goodbye. Clifton Davis wrote Respect Yourself. And Hold On, I'm A Comin', Isaac Hayes and David Porter. And it's cool, this is cut out here, but you fold it in and it shows that picture. Lastly, I went to a flea market that day and picked up a mint copy of the Eagles' Greatest Hits to replace my old worn out copy. And their greatest hits 1971, 1975. It's in shrink wrap. It even has the promotional sticker and Peaches. You remember Peaches? List price $7.98. Peaches price $5.99. So I guess the album was out for a while when it was sold. So this is probably a later pressing. But the vinyl is in mint condition. Looks like it's hardly ever been played. In the shrink wrap, there's no wear here. So this replaces my old original copy. And the eagle skull and the lettering has the emboss, sticking out illustration. So those are my finds, and I'll wrap up this video. I really dig watching other people's videos, and made a few friends on with the vinyl community, a few correspondents, which is cool. Sharing music and talking about it, and that's great. Oh shoot, one other thing I got to show you. Yes, it's right here. Yeah, we had record store day back in April, and I went out. This was the first year actually went out to buy something on record store day. I went to my local independent record store dealer, and I brought the Beatles Past Masters. This is Past Master 1 and 2 because they consolidated the two, and it sounds great. Let me take this off. Gatefold, of course. Isn't that a beautiful picture? And what I really like is inside, you know, just like the CD, you have all the write-up, the pictures, the information, and I really like this picture a lot. And of course, it's on 180 gram vinyl, 2 albums. The other albums up there. So I was real excited, and the place I went to, AFG Books, Music, and Books, Music, and Video, I think. If you brought, you know, something new vinyl, you can get a used vinyl marked down like 50% off, and I'll show you what it's not up here. I can't find it. Oh, here's the other disc. It's on the Apple label. So I brought a used copy of Willie and the Poor Boys, an earlier pressing, which was in really good shape and was really cool to get. So that's it. I want to bid everyone a farewell. Welcome your comments, please. Comments, bring them on. Bye, peace, be safe in the you know, the weather coming up, and God knows, you know, people out in Oklahoma, you know, our prayers are with them, and it's just awful. But peace, everyone. Be cool. Bye bye.